G'day, this is Captainoob and this is the Makeshift SMG. This combat rifle and other weapon hybrid right here is a standalone weapon made by WarmocK, and doesn't that look just simply brilliant there? Well done on that mesh there, and it only gets better from here because we've got a couple of modifications to go through. So for the receivers it's rather simple, but that's fine. We'll chuck that up to the advanced receiver there, no problems. And for the barrels here, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. So we've got the rifled barrel, which gives you better accuracy, but actually lowers the range, which I believe is nice and realistic. So yeah, I think we want to go for the range here because, yeah, for SMGs, generally they aren't too great at range, so might as well just push that out a little bit. And of course we get the full stock there, which is, I don't recognize where that's from, but that definitely works very well. I think that's just the arse end of a combat rifle stock, and maybe a little bit of the railway rifle there, but that definitely looks absolutely brilliant, so well done there. Nothing you can do to the mag except make it faster reload, so we'll definitely do that. And for the sights, we've got regulars, glowies, and the reflex if we wanted to, so yeah, we'll definitely do the reflex ones there. And of course we're going to chuck a suppressor on because that'll improve our damage and give us sneaky ability, which is good. And we can make this do even more damage by giving ourselves a 45 caliber ammo conversion there. And yeah, we'll be firing 45 ACPs now, which is brilliant. It'll give us more damage. And interestingly, this thing is actually compatible with all of the weapon paints that you get from Creation Club. I'm not sure if this was intentional, but yeah, that's actually a really cool thing. As you can see, it's a little bit scruffy around the stock there, but you know what, I'd say that works fine. And yeah, this thing is now a Brotherhood of Steel suppressed makeshift SMG. Brilliant. Obviously, if you've been watching One Hit Wonder, Winter is very Brotherhood aligned, so there you go. And of course you get a legendary effect if you feel like it, but I think at 135 this thing is going to be hitting hard enough for what it is. So yep, let's get into Gunners Plaza, see what this bad boy can do. Alright, so here we are in Gunners Plaza, and this is what the Makeshift SMG looks like in third person there. It's basically just a combat rifle with a few things attached to it, which makes it look very good and makeshift, like its namesake. And in first person there you get those, yeah, it's definitely a brilliant looking weapon. I love the design, it's brilliant. Anyway, so the ammo capacity on this is only 20, which is a little bit strange, seeing as a combat rifle that uses this mag can fit a 40 into there, but I'm sure that's probably for balance purposes. But as we can see here, this thing is utterly decimating these gunners, although we are getting them with sneak attack criticals, which does explain why we are hitting them so hard. But as soon as we get into danger here, we can see what this thing does without all the use of the sneak attack criticals. And also, this thing is added to the leveled list. That was a militia rifle though. It kind of looks similar from where I was standing. But yeah, you can actually find this on dead dudes, and I'm pretty sure this thing is on the shop too. I know that WarmocK is very thorough when it comes to implementing his weapons in these mods. Anyway, we'll just go up and kill that legendary gunner there. Managed to use, or have to use a second mag, although that is only because this thing's mag capacity is rather on the low side, and of course I'm getting that 50% damage penalty that you get from playing on very hard anyway. So yeah, there's nothing to complain about in terms of performance. This thing is performing quite well, and for some reason you just took ages to react to that gunner. I'm pretty sure you were going to detect me, but then you didn't. Kind of just stood there for a bit. Anyways, we'll just get rid of these turrets as quick as we can using sneak attack criticals, and then we'll pull back and see if we can't draw out some of these other gunners there. There's a gunner commander down there. As you can tell, you've got those little things that are sort of obscuring your view there, but that actually kind of adds to the aesthetics of the weapon. I think that it'll make a little bit more sense if I was using the iron sights, but since I'm not doing that, those things are just there for aesthetic's sake, I suppose, but that's fine. It's a brilliant little thing there, and man, I could not praise this weapon enough. I love the look of it so much. Anyways, we'll go ahead and quickly kill these gunners. We'll just zero in on the head there to make sure we can actually kill these guys in a mag, although my stormtrooper aim got the better of me there and we didn't quite get to do that. Okay, we managed to almost kill that gunner in one mag, so yeah, I think I'm getting more into it now, but Question is, how does this thing perform in VATS? We've got a gunner in here, usually with a melee weapon, so you'll be our VATS toy. And look at all those shots you get in VATS. All those bursts you get in VATS, I should say. So yeah, this thing with the good setup here with the reflex sight, you can utterly decimate your opponents using VATS too, because it's simply that bloody good with the action point usage, which is good. And I think we just two-shotted that legendary gunner thanks to sneak attack criticals, which is, yeah, it's brilliant. As long as you can keep hidden with this, basically with all stealth weapons with a suppressor, you can do very well with it. But even when shit does hit the fan and you are caught out in danger, this thing has enough kick to it that you'll drop your opponents pretty quickly, even on very hard difficulty, which was very nice. And you know what, I think this thing is actually powerful enough to take on some tanky super mutants, so Winter is going to head into Felons and we'll test this weapon there. Righto, I'm keen to see how this does against super mutants, and the legendary super mutant just said so boring, so yeah, we'll have to change that for him real quickly. Zero in on this one, and we'll try to drop them as soon as possible. We didn't get one there, but one of them, no, we did get one. Got them both nice and easily. Yeah, this thing is going to be very powerful indeed, I already know it. Just as long as I keep nice and hidden, I'll be able to execute all the sneak attack criticals in the world, and those flashes you're seeing there are actually lightning that's happening outside. So that's kind of good. And with a full mag there, we're able to drop that super mutant with the help of a few sneak attack criticals, which is good. And we'll try to get our next target there. Down you go with 7 bullets to spare, which is kind of nice. And do we have a shot on the blokes down here? That is my question. In fact, they're a bit out of render distance. Sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted today, unfortunately. Okay, so alright, now we are in danger, which means it's go time. But I'm not in the mood for messing around with super mutants, so we'll just go ahead and blast them in the head in VATS, and that way we'll get a stronger time to kill, as long as Winch doesn't give us huge pauses in the middle of VAT shots. Yeah, you do that quite a lot in One Hit Wonder, don't you? And get yourself killed all the time. Anyways, got a Super Mutant Warlord there. We nailed him with sneak attack criticals. We just went into hidden there, which is great. Still not in danger. Still not in danger some reason. Okay. This thing is apparently extremely extremely stealthy, which is brilliant because it is going to help me take out these super mutants super easy, although saying that we are detected, so these guys are obviously rather switched on compared to those doggos that were in there. So last time I did a VATS run on these stairs, I got a pervy boob shot, so I'm gonna call these escalators the pervy escalators. Oh, it happened again! You all saw it, it happened again. If I just spam criticals, will I just get that boob shot every once in a while? Okay, I need to remember that, so I just can avoid that, because bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna jump off the pervy stairs now. Okay, there we go. But I'm sure anonymous person wouldn't mind that. He seems to be quite the fan of Winter there, and Winter's good for the channel apparently, because nobody roasts her and calls her ugly like they do Matilda. In fact, everyone, all the comments that Winter gets about her looks is that she's hot. Although it's just the one guy, so I'm sure she's very happy to be held in that opinion. Anyways, quickly just peek around here, and I can't escape me, says the super mutant, not attempting to batter me with his giant sledgehammer. That one wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but we're nearly done here, which is brilliant. We'll just quickly go back into hidden here, and yep, okay, these guys are around here obviously, so we'll just quickly drop them. And yeah, with all these sneak attack criticals, you can see this thing does quite a bit of damage, and almost, yeah, we're hitting over 700 with those headshots, which is, yeah, that's powerful. So if you're actually accurate with this weapon, which I am not, you can actually use this to greater effect, as what you've seen here. We'll get rid of these rad roaches, and the doggos will be short to follow in. And there you go, that was this place cleared, and yeah, very good job here. Even though it's like based off the combat rifle, this thing can lift above its weight and yeah, do very well against some very, very tanky super mutants. Speaking of tanky super mutants, yeah, there's Swan. We've got to kill him, but we're going to bring a friend this time. Righto, so there is Swan over there, and we've got a friend with us. This here is Raine. This is my new companion mod. Links will be in the description if you're interested. She's also got a makeshift SMG with that shark mouthy camo on it. So you ready for this? And yeah, I think we're ready. Righto, so we should probably turn our flashlight off for stealth purposes, and we'll get stuck in this one right now. Now, unfortunately, running with companions here makes it a little bit hard because as soon as he detects Raine, he's in an aggro state, and we will no longer be able to get sneak attack criticals on him. We'll just sneak in here because he is targeting me instead, so he's just going to continue to shuffle back and forth there, so we might as well just back off a little bit and then reposition as he's coming around. There he is. And yeah, not getting those sneak attack criticals. This is just something that just that companions usually trigger some sort of thing about them that just doesn't allow them to take any sneak attack criticals. It just activates some sort of aggro state, and basically any other NPC that's with them does this too. So Raine, if you're gonna do this, you need to go and attack him like that. Okay, now that she's gone ahead and crouched, she's out of combat mode, and so is she, so is Swan, so yeah, we managed to actually get a little bit more sneak attack crits on him there. So Raine, I don't mean to use you as Swan boulder cannon fodder thing, but yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. Alright, so we know this thing's great with VATS, so we'll just do a VATS run here. Now, I've gone ahead and praised this weapon, but that's probably not the best you could do as a reviewer. Obviously, you could suggest ways which you could improve this weapon or something like that. And something that I'd like to see with this is a couple of maybe semi-auto receivers and maybe a little bit of scopes. If you could make that of the variety that are sort of see-through and have that scope keyword attached to it, so we could actually use this thing with sniper, then this would greatly increase the versatility of this weapon. But I understand if that's not in your vision, you want to keep this thing automatic at all times, and that's fine, I understand that. But just a little input from me there. Other than that, this thing is brilliant. The animations are obviously from the combat rifle. The sounds, I've got a sound mod on right now, so it's actually like the suppressed UMP sounds. So obviously if you're using this thing without the sound mod that I'm currently using, this thing will sound just like a regular combat rifle too. And we'll finish off that feral ghoul there who decided to ruin that. And how you doing, Raine? Your skulls aren't crushed by the bugger off level up. Yeah, your skull isn't crushed by that. Okay, now she wants a drink. So do I. Let's get Bundy's later. Yep, so there you have it. That was the Makeshift SMG. One of the better weapons I've had here that have used the vanilla assets. This is a really good one, and I'm looking forward to what WarmocK puts out next. If you'd like to see this weapon in your game, be sure to check out the description. As far as I know, this one is on PC only for the time being, but if WarmocK sees fit, he can easily port this over to Xbox One. It's actually really easy in the creation kit to do that. And obviously links in the description will be for the Raine Companion here. She's on all platforms, and she'll be wearing the standard road leathers when you get her. And yeah, this is just the custom armor that I made for her, just the custom look, because I like making characters look their own sort of unique ways. But there you have it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys.